What is going on, everybody? It is Frank the Tank, and welcome to. I don't know what I want to call this, honestly. No, actually, yes, I do. Let's call it a bit of a build-up to week number 30 of League. So, yeah, that's really what this is. So, here's what's going on. For week number 30 of League that's going to be coming up, I found out that I have a bit of a challenge on my hands here. So, my aim here is that I do want to bowl, I want to bowl good. And not only that, I want to increase my average. And right now I'm currently sitting at a 204 average, and I want to increase that to 205 or higher if possible. And I found out that I've got not one, but two challenges ahead of me for this week of League. So not only did I find out that we have to bowl on lanes 1 and 2, and for those of you who are new here and don't know, I've said this so many times on my channel, so some of you who have been out watching my videos for a while, you know how I feel about lanes 1 and 2. I hate them. It's a very, in my eyes, it's kind of a tough pair, especially because for some reason, the level of friction increases very quickly on that pair. And as crazy as this sounds, I actually have bowled really, really good on that pair almost every single time I've been on that pair. And the funny thing is that my PSO, when I told him about lanes 1 and 2 and how much I hate them, he told me, it's funny that you say that because lanes 1 and 2 just so happened to be the highest scoring pair out of every pair in the house. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I usually tend to bowl pretty good on that pair, but I don't know. It's kind of like I guess a psychological thing with me. One thing that always gets to my head is the fact that the left lane is always next to the wall, and I'm just glad that they built that part right there in a way so that the wall isn't right next to the left lane. I'm pretty sure some centers, any of you out there, can understand what I mean by that. You know how when lane number 1 they put the wall literally like there's no space for you right there, if you know what I mean. So luckily that doesn't happen with me, but it's a psychological thing. I always hate bowling when there's a wall close to me. There's that, and especially when I'm picking up my 10 pins, I'm afraid that something bad's going to happen. But luckily, even though I always am nervous when I'm on that pair and all that stuff, I managed to get past it, and I bowl pretty good on that pair. So yeah, that's challenge number 1. Challenge number 2 is, if I want to at least increase my average from 204, which is my current average right now, if I want to increase it to at least a 205, I found out that I have to bowl a 665 series this week. So yikes. I have to bowl on the lanes that, on the pair that I don't want to bowl on, and I have to bowl a 665 series. So yikes. But then again, this is a good thing because, you never want anything to be easy. You want to challenge yourself. That's how you get better. So, what I did for this week and what I'm going to show you is I actually had a practice session because I've been working on this drill with my shoulder. I'm sure any of you have been watching the videos lately. You know I've been talking about this many times already. Those of you who are new here probably don't know. But I've been working on, throughout the approach, I've been working on moving this shoulder more this way as I am walking. So that way, by the time I get to the foul line, I am more square at the foul line and the weight distribution is even. So this will look like it's parallel to the chin, like basically facing at my target. I've been working on that and it's been helping me a lot. It felt like I unlocked a bunch of things in my approach, and I feel like I improved on a bunch of things in my approach, and I think it's been showing. If any of you have watched the past 2 or 3 weeks of League, it's been showing. The improvement has been amazing, and I've honestly been loving the change and the improvements. So right now, I feel like I'm at about a 90% right now with that change. I'm like 90% comfortable with it, and I can't settle for that. I want everything to be 100%, including this whole thing with the shoulder. So that is what I did for this week's practice session. I continued to work on this, and not only that, I also wanted to get comfortable playing different parts of the lane and not just being comfortable with one part. So I practiced playing up the right side of the lane. I practiced playing the middle part of the lane, obviously, and I practiced playing far left. And also in this practice session, I Also practiced the one thing that I have not done in months, and that is I moved up on the approach to give myself less space so that I can slow my ball speed and give the ball time to really hook. So basically slow the ball speed, give the ball time to get back around the corner. I practiced getting comfortable with that using having this added to the approach, and I can honestly say success. That's all I can say. It was a very successful practice session. Things were great. I felt great, and it's honestly got me a lot less nervous and a lot more confidence going into this week of league. So I had a bunch of clips from that practice session saved up, and I didn't know what I was going to do with those clips. I know I uploaded like 2 or 3 to my social media, like my Facebook and my Instagram and all that. And I had a bunch, like a lot more of stuff saved up, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So I thought, hey, why not turn it into like a little bit of a compilation showing you guys some of my best shots from that practice session. And also, I felt like this would be a great way to build up to week number 30, considering I have 2 challenges on my hand. So that's what I did in that practice session. Obviously, I practiced my spares, practiced sparing that 4-pin because I've been struggling with that a lot. Practice playing every part of the lane and just making sure that this shoulder thing stays in check, and I keep on improving on it if possible. So I also worked on tucking the elbow and, the footwork, all that stuff. I was working on all of that. So like I said, it all went great. It was a successful practice session. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up, and I am going to show you this nice little compilation of shots. So yeah, that's really it. So I'm Frank the Tank. Enjoy this nice little compilation, and I will see you guys in week number 30 of League. Peace.
Don't wanna lose the time to come. Whatever you say, it's alright. Whatever you do, it's all good. Whatever you say, it's alright. Silence is not the way.
Try it with your eyes open next time.
Watching the lights